With a possible government shutdown on the horizon and markets struggling amid ongoing economic uncertainty, President Trump is defending his plan.
Joining us now with the latest is ABC senior political correspondent Rachel Scott. Rachel, good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you, Eva and DeMarco. Look, the markets, consumers, businesses really struggling to adapt to the president's on again, off again tariffs. And now what's raising even more concern, his answer when he was asked directly if it all could trigger a recession. This morning, after a week of shaky markets and tariff whiplash, President Trump is hesitant to rule out a recession in 2025.
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition because what we're doing is very big. We're bringing wealth back to America.
But just days ago, the markets tumbled when Trump imposed a 25% tariff on goods from Canada and Mexico. The president quickly reversing course. Now Trump says he's planning for even more. A 25% tariff on all foreign steel and aluminum will take effect on Wednesday, and vowing to impose what he calls reciprocal tariffs on countries too.
April 2nd, it becomes all reciprocal. What they charge us, we charge them.
This morning, China's 10 to 15% retaliatory tariffs on U.S. goods, including chicken, wheat, soybeans, and beef, now taking effect. Many economists warn the impact of tariffs will be passed down to consumers in the form of higher prices, but the president defending them.
Oh, I think the tariffs are going to be the greatest thing we've ever done as a country. It's going to make our country rich again.
The president also threatening hefty tariffs on Canadian dairy and lumber. The National Association of Home Builders says even a 25% tariff could increase the cost by $10,000 for a new single-family home. Dennis Woodruff owns a Maryland lumber yard and voted for Trump. He tells our Selena Wang his customers will pay the price.
I still support him. It's just going to be something all consumers have to pay for. It'll probably cut my sales down.
The president has offered different reasons for the tariffs. His top economic advisor says it's all about forcing Canada and Mexico to crack down on fentanyl.
What happened was that we launched a drug war, not a trade war, and it was part of a negotiation to get Canada and Mexico to stop shipping fentanyl across our borders.
Less than 1% of fentanyl seized last year came from Canada. Mexico's president says they've seen a 40% drop at the beginning of the year. Democrats who have struggled to take on the president, blasting Trump's policies and trying to zero in on the economy.
They're destroying the economy, and they're making it harder and harder for Americans to afford things. That's where we need to keep the focus.
And Rachel is back with us now. Rachel, the president has promised even more tariffs this week. So what are you hearing?
Yeah, DeMarco, and all of this is getting quite confusing for consumers and businesses in the markets who are trying to follow this along. So as of now, his top advisors say those tariffs on all foreign steel and aluminum imports are still set to go into effect on Wednesday. There's still a big question on when or if we will see those other tariffs that the president is threatening on dairy and lumber go into effect as well, guys.
Rachel, we also have to talk about that looming Friday deadline. What's the latest on the efforts to avoid a possible government shutdown?
Yeah, as of right now, Eva, the government is set to shut down on Friday unless lawmakers reach a deal. So, of course, there is now a scramble over on Capitol Hill. We did see House Republicans come out with a plan to avert a government shutdown. House Democrats say they are not going to vote for that. So the big question, do they have the support in the House to get that through? And then does it move over to the Senate? Will we see any bipartisan support to avert this government shutdown, guys?
That is a big question indeed. Rachel Scott, thank you very much, and good to see you as well.
You too.